Have you ever noticed that the most fascinating and lasting form of attraction is not about appearances or tricks, but the deep charm of someone's personality? When a woman naturally radiates her true self, it becomes the core of her magnetism. Attempts to rely on techniques or clever strategies to conquer men are only surface effects. Real attraction goes much deeper. The truth is, trying too hard with tactics usually backfires. It either overestimates a woman's ability to control others or underestimates a man's instincts. Genuine personality charm cannot be faked or constructed. It comes from being authentic. It makes people want to get closer without knowing exactly why. At the heart of every so-called skill is the same principle. Human beings are naturally drawn to high-energy people. But what defines someone with high energy? They are individuals who focus on themselves, who make steady progress based on principles, and who carry a bright, positive spirit. These people do not depend heavily on others for their sense of worth. They do not place huge expectations on the people around them. Being with them feels comfortable, peaceful, and refreshing. Their emotions are stable, not overwhelming. So how can we reach this kind of high-energy state ourselves? The answer lies in how we spend our time and energy. When a person invests around 70% of their time into personal interests, passions, and self-growth, they naturally build up a sense of fulfillment and emotional security. This focus leads to emotional independence. It is not about pretending to be detached. It is a genuine way of living where your own life is your priority. When you truly focus on your own path, the noise and temptations around you lose their power. You present a natural mystery that makes others curious, but they cannot easily figure you out. More importantly, you start to understand human nature on a deeper level. You realize why some people can ignore their phones for hours, why someone might be obsessed with games, and why someone loves the way they do. You accept that at the heart of every human is a natural selfishness, a drive to protect and please themselves. Real maturity is not pretending to empathize with others. It is the ability to see human behavior objectively, to accept human weaknesses without resentment. When you approach life from a calm, peaceful perspective, your energy changes. You are no longer seeking approval or attention. You are not emotionally manipulated by others. You walk with freedom and clarity, understanding what truly matters to you. It is not that men are necessarily attracted to women who play hard to get. It is that they are drawn to women who are genuinely fulfilled, women who live rich, independent lives whether they are in a relationship or not. These women radiate happiness from within, and that kind of happiness cannot be hidden. It does not come from what others give them. It comes from what they give themselves. Women like this are gentle, but their gentleness is not weakness. It is a reflection of inner strength. A powerful heart can accept both joy and pain without losing its balance. A mature mind can communicate needs clearly without self-pity or resentment. This kind of woman can get along with others easily, without having to fight or defend herself constantly. On the other hand, when a person relies on being strong and emotional to survive, it often points to inner fragility. Defensiveness and excessive self-protection might seem to shield you from hurt, but they actually block deep connections. People who live in this state often cannot see others clearly. They are too focused on their own pain, their own sense of injustice. They cannot accommodate differences, and in doing so, they close themselves off from true relationships. Some people go to another extreme by pretending to be overly understanding. They hide their dissatisfaction, but suppressed emotions eventually find their way out, often in passive-aggressive ways. Sarcasm, awkward tones, sudden outbursts of anger, these become signs of emotional instability. Even if they make others comfortable for a short time, over the long term, the cracks begin to show. True comfort between two people does not come from pretending. It comes from a genuine rise in emotional maturity. When you stop expecting others to behave a certain way, when you let them be who they are as long as it does not harm your own boundaries, relationships become easier. You are not trying to control anyone. You are simply living your life with grace. If your inner self is not whole, No matter how clever your methods are, you cannot maintain a good relationship. Before falling in love, it is important to connect with the other person authentically. Take your time. Feel the real emotional touch. Only after confirming that feeling, allow yourself to fall naturally. Real affection often begins from small, unexplainable instincts. You might find yourself smiling when you hear their name, feeling warmth when your hands touch. The connection is like spring sunshine, quietly but deeply warming your heart. One friend once told me that when he knew he liked someone, he could not help but want to hold her hand, feel the temperature of her skin, compare whose palm was bigger. It was not something he thought about logically. His body knew before his mind did. This instinctive, almost childlike affection cannot be faked. He worried at first that maybe he was just attracted to her appearance. But later he realized that true physiological affection does not depend on looks. Many people are considered good-looking by society's standards, yet you feel nothing special toward them. Meanwhile, someone with an average appearance might light up your entire world. In the end, it is the unique charm of a person's soul that captures us. Their personality shines through and wraps itself around our hearts in ways words cannot fully explain. Every encounter feels electric. You feel grateful to have found this rare connection. Of course, not every relationship will meet these dreams. Adults often tell us that love needs compromise, that it is enough if things are just okay. Yet deep inside, we all yearn for that pure, undeniable connection where body, mind, and soul resonate together. Though such encounters may be rare, we continue to hope. We hope that the next person we meet will stir our instincts, awaken our joy, and make us feel truly alive again. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this reflection, remember to like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. Stay true to yourself and keep shining your inner light. If this message resonated with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Love Code, and share it with someone who needs a little reminder of their own inner magic. Your true charm is already inside you, let's unlock it together.